everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all having an amazing day. I am so happy to be back, and today we are getting back into more Journey, and for this video I'm going to be reacting to their song Lovin, Touchin, Squeezin, and this is their third track off of their Evolution album released March 23rd of 1979, and this is their second single off of this album, and that single itself was released in June of 1979. So for those of you who are new to the channel, I have heard the song before. I did do a reaction to the song of them performing it on the Midnight Special in 1978, I believe. Or actually, no, it wouldn't have been because it wasn't released yet, so 1979. And I just want to give a little disclaimer that I have heard the song before. Obviously, I reacted to it, but I had heard it before then on the radio. I absolutely love the song. But I did get requests for me to do the live version and the studio version, so I figured I'd just add it in here since we're doing all of Journey's songs in release order, so I figured I'd just add it in here and have some fun with it because I absolutely love the song. So before we get into it though, I would like to give 5 shout out requests to people that requested that I react to the studio and the live version. The first 3 who requested that I react to the live version are CYU5251. Thank you so much for your request. Second shout out goes out to Kennywood6434. Thank you so much for your request as well. And the third shout out goes out to APH00. Thank you, all 3 of you guys, for requesting that I react to the live version. I'm so looking forward to it. And the last 2 shout outs go out to Bridget, who I'm just gonna say Bridget, Bridget8334, because I don't know how to pronounce your last name. I am so sorry, and I don't want to even attempt that because I probably will just butcher it, but thank you so much for your request. And the third shout out goes out to Denise Alexander 5441. Thank you so much, all 5 of you guys, for your request, and yeah, I'm just super excited to get into this, so let's get into it.
Said we try loving, touching, squeezing each other. When I'm alone, all by myself, your arms with someone else. Loving, touching, squeezing each other. You're tearing me apart every day. You're tearing me apart. Oh, what can I say? You're tearing me apart.
I have to pause it right there. This is like, I love this song, and I love his voice on this song. There's so many moments in how he sings this that I want to comment on, but there's just like how he sings it and how he, like, I don't even know, which is bad, but like, let me first just say about the beat. I love the beat that this song has, the doon, 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 doon thing. It's very, like, I don't know what genre you would say that is, but I absolutely love how that sounds underneath his voice, because the beat itself is very like, I think it's bass and drums, and it's a very low beat, and then he just comes in with his high voice, and the contrast in that is absolutely incredible. And a lot of you guys, when I reacted to the version on the Midnight Special, actually commented and said that this is actually inspired by a true event where Steve was in his house and his girlfriend came home, and she didn't know that he was there, I think is the story. He came home early or something, and then she came home and he saw her get out of somebody else's car and kiss somebody else. I can't even imagine being in a relationship and having that happen, but this song is like such a like great way to not only get out his frustrations about what happened, but also the fact that he turned it into a hit. And this whole song is kind of like, if you listen close to the lyrics, it's very I guess mocking her, sort of, like being like, well, I did this, you know, you did this to me, and then when you are in a relationship, the same thing's gonna happen to you, and like kind of like being like, you know, well, you did this to me, so the same thing's gonna happen to you later on. But it's like, I love the lyrics, the storytelling in this is absolutely incredible. Love the beat, the guitar in the I think it was in the intro. Love the guitar. Steve's voice. He absolutely belts in this song, and he sounds incredible. Also, he looks great. I've always loved his outfit in this. Like the black pants, I guess you would say, maybe leggings, sort of, like leather with the red shirt on top. It's a great outfit. I know that I've seen other reactors like sort of make fun of like, what is he wearing, sort of, but I love the outfit. Like, there's no complaining with me. I absolutely love his outfit in this. But yeah, let's get back into it. I'm gonna rewind at least 15 seconds because I want to hear him again.
It won't be long, yes, till you're alone with your lover. Oh, he hasn't come home, 'cause he's loving.
Sorry, I know I keep pausing it, but I was talking when I very first paused it about how there are certain ways that he sings certain lyrics in this song that I absolutely love. When he says he hasn't come home, I love how he sounds when he sings that verse. Like, and there are obviously other verses in this song that I absolutely love how he sings it. And as a whole, I just love him, how he sings the whole entire song. But this is, how he sings that verse is, I love the way he sings that.
With your lover. Oh, he hasn't come home, 'cause he's loving who he's touching. He's squeezing another. He's tearing you apart. Oh, every day he's tearing you apart. Oh, girl, what can you say? 'Cause he's loving, touching another. Now it's your turn, girl, to cry.
He is, he absolutely is just belting in this song. Like, especially that last part, he's just full on just going for it. And I think that him singing it that way is probably in some part due to him finally being able to sing his frustrations. And I mean, not that he probably did have a talk with her and let out his frustrations when she came inside and was like, "But what are you doing?" You know, but this is him getting his, you know, any extra frustration that he may have, you know, been holding in out, and or he just might be singing it that way on purpose to make the listener feel that sort of frustration, because there is a frustration in his voice when he gets up that high and he's belting that strongly. It really is, I can feel frustration in his voice, which is what, you know, what this whole point of the song is that he's frustrated about this happening. But it's crazy that he can get that sort of emotion. Like, I always talk about the emotion in his voice and how he's really able to convey that emotion to the listener. And this is just another example of that, where I can really feel his frustration because of how intensely and passionately he's singing that, the parts of the song when he really gets there and belts. And it sounds absolutely incredible. But I'm gonna go back because I want to hear him belt. Because he's absolutely incredible.
He's tearing you apart. Oh, every day. He's tearing you apart. Oh, girl, what can you say? 'Cause he's loving, touching another. Now it's your turn, girl, to cry. Na, 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 na. Na, 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 na.
I love that song, and having it end with the na 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 part, it's almost like, you know, when a child, like when you're a kid and you like tease somebody and you're like na 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 na, you know, I feel like that's what he was going for with that, and absolutely love that. Like, he's, you know, basically saying, like, throughout the whole song before that part, he's just saying, you know, you did this to me and karma's gonna get you, it's gonna happen back to you. And then you're like, and then he's like, now it's your turn girl to cry. And then he goes into the na 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 na. It's like, it's absolutely, I love this song so much. And the harmonies when they're doing the na 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 part, I think they do like one set of na 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 na's, and then when the second part comes in, they add this upper harmony. I don't know who's doing the upper harmony, if it's Steve himself or if it's somebody else in the band, but the upper harmony on that is absolutely beautiful. And I also caught on to, when they started doing the na 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 part, Steve got this attitude in him, like, that was like going along with the na 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 na. Like, he was very like, very teasing in certain parts of like looking at the camera. Like, he was like leaning into the camera and like was like giving this extra sort of attitude that was like, you know, karma's gonna get you, like that sort of thing. I don't know if any of you guys ever caught on to that, but I feel like he had this sort of attitude. I'm gonna go back and see if I can find the part. Well, there's this close-up part. Like, that's a little bit of an attitude there to the camera. Almost like if she's watching the music video, she knows that look is for her, you know? And then there's this part too. Like, he's definitely giving an attitude right there. Like, at least to me. I don't know about what you guys think about it, but to me, he's definitely giving an attitude like karma's gonna get you. Like, you know, sort of like snappy sort of attitude, which I don't know if he's like, I guess he's probably doing it on purpose because he's like, it adds to the feeling of the song, but also I think there might be part of him that was like, if she ever sees this music video, she's gonna know I'm talking about her, you know? Yeah, I absolutely love the song. I have to switch my sitting position because my foot's falling asleep, but yeah, I absolutely love the music video to this song. It's very, very simple. It's just like a live performance. You know, obviously live performance, lip syncing to the studio audio, but I absolutely love the music video. For this specific song, just having a live performance is great because it doesn't distract you with any like visuals or anything like that, so you can really listen to the lyrics of the song and understand what he's singing about. And then also it just, you know, you get to see Steve, you know, singing his heart out and really conveying, because he can sing right into the camera, really conveying what he's talking about. Yeah, let's get into the live version, which is going to be from Houston, so let's get into it.
Said we tried loving, touching, squeezing each other. When I'm alone, all by myself, you're out. You're with somebody else. You're loving, you're touching, squeezing each other. You're tearing me apart. Every night, you're tearing me apart. Oh, what can I say? You're tearing me apart. It won't be long, yeah, to your love, your love. Now it hasn't come home, 'cause he let he's touching, he's squeezing another. He's tearing you apart every day. He's tearing you apart. Oh, girl, what can I say? 'Cause he loves it, touching another. Now it's your turn, girl. Now come on, you two.
You guys already know what I'm gonna say. This is absolutely incredible. I love this song already, and then there's something about him live. There's something about them live that's like like somebody commented the other day that I saw that said, you seem to always like the live versions better, and I'm like, it's so true, because it's like, I don't know what it is about the live, but just seeing Steve live and hearing Steve live consistently blows my mind, and is just like, makes me love the live. They're just so good live. I always prefer the live versions better. Except for, I don't remember what it was, that I did react to one song where I couldn't decide which one I liked better, the studio or live, but it's like, the lives are just so good, like, not just from Steve, from the entire band, and they're just like, Steve's running around the stage, he's having a great time, looking like it's the easiest thing in the world for him to do what he does. And then there was like a moment where like Neil Sean was like playing guitar and he was like smiling, like, they're just having the best time of their lives out there. I was gonna say something else, but I can't remember what. Oh, that's what it was. I noticed that before he goes into the second line of verses where he starts talking about you know, her lover not coming home and all of that, when there's like the instrumental part before he starts those verses, where there's like a beat that goes do 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 do, with like the guitar and the bass and the drums, like they're all in sync. And I noticed that Steve, because I was a Steve Perry and Journey fan before I started this channel, and I do know that Steve originally started out not as a singer, but he started out as a drummer, and I found that very, very interesting. And when I react to, I haven't really commented on it, but when I react to these live versions, I've noticed a lot of Steve, when there's an instrumental part or a part where he's not singing, he usually goes to the drums and faces his back to the audience and just enjoys the, you know, just like dances along with the beat. And I'm guessing that's from him being a drummer, because he probably loves the sound of the drums and the beat and all of that. And I noticed, I'm just gonna play it from this part, but I noticed that he, during this instrumental version, he really just like, he moved all of his steps to the beat, and I thought that was, you know, first of all, shows that he knows how to keep a beat, how to stay on beat, from his drumming, obviously. And yeah, I was just like, that's a cool little moment of showing like his, you know, background as like a drummer, because he always faces towards the drums, he always moves his feet to the drum beat, he's always, you know, dancing to the drum beat. It's very, when you finally know that he was a drummer before this, it makes sense as to why he's doing that. But yeah, let's get back into it.
He's
I need to replay, like, I don't know, I think, I'm not sure if I did, but, I think there was a song, I can't remember what the song was. I'm gonna look this up, guys, because I want to make sure I'm saying what song. Because I reacted to a song when he did something that he just did, and I know that I commented on it that I really, really liked it. Let me see. Okay, guys, so it was Something to Hide. When I reacted to Something to Hide, there was the ending part where Steve, like, harmonized his voice with the guitar, and I absolutely loved that. And I always love when Steve does things with his voice with the guitar. I absolutely love... I don't know what it is about the dynamic between Steve singing with, not even at the same time as the guitar, because that's not what he did here, but just him and Neil Sean just going back and forth between Steve's voice and the guitar. I absolutely loved that. Just this whole ending part. And then also, I love how they changed it up, because the studio version, I know that Neil Sean was on his guitar during, like, the last na 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 part, and he was doing, like, a solo and doing a whole bunch of stuff, but this live performance, they cut out the na 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 na's and just let the audience do it so that you could really hear Neil, and I actually really, really like that they did that. But I'm gonna go back and watch this part from the end, because I absolutely loved this part. I love that. And another thing that I was going to comment on is that this last na 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 part, after Neil and Steve do their thing, you can really hear Steve's harmony very, very prominently. He's absolutely belting on that harmony. His harmony that he's doing. Everybody else, I don't know if it's just like a mixing, like the sound people just wanted Steve's voice to come through a little bit more, but his voice is a little bit more prominent than the other harmonies, and you can really hear him just belting his heart out on that last na 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 part. And I'm just gonna replay this because I love this part. I love this band so much, and I love Steve so much, and their live performances are absolutely incredible. I just love how much they love what they're doing, and it's so obvious from all these live performances. Like, and I love the way they feel the music. Like, you know, I've seen performances from artists that they get up there and they just have their microphone. This goes for the whole band. They get up there, the singer just has the microphone, and no matter what the actual energy of the song is, they're just standing there singing it like this. And the band behind them is kind of doing the same thing. Even when the guitarist has a solo, he's just sort of like, you know, like, but this band, like, really brings the energy to their live performance. Steve is running around on stage, like, absolutely. And even when he's not singing, he's moving and he is fully immersed in the song and the energy of the song. And that goes for the drummer, that goes for, you know, Ross Valerie, that goes for Neil Sean, that goes for, this wouldn't have been, Greg Raleigh, this would have been, oh my gosh, I'm blanking. What's the keyboardist? I'm gonna drive myself crazy. Keyboard. Escape tour. I always know his name and now I'm just blanking on his name. Jonathan Cain. There we go. But like everybody that is on this, you know, that is performing, it's like you feel the energy from everybody. There's no one that's up there giving only 5%. They're all giving 100% into their performance and into their instrument that they're playing, whether that be the bass, the guitar, the drums, the keyboards, or Steve using his voice. They're all giving it 100%. They're all in every performance, and I absolutely love that. Like, there hasn't been a performance where it's like, oh, there could have been more, you know, more feeling or more energy. Like, they're just always making sure that the song that they're playing or performing is 100% conveying energy or conveying the emotion that they want it to, and I absolutely love that. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Yeah, just they just every single time they amaze me with their live performances. They amaze me with their studio versions, and I absolutely love their studio versions. And I always, when I'm when I'm listening to the studio version, I'm always, by the end of the studio version, I'm like, how can they make the live better? Because this is absolutely crazy, absolutely incredible, this studio version. And then I go ahead and I watch the live version, and somehow they do it every single time. Because, like I said, every single time I listen to the studio version, I'm always just like, at the end of it, I'm like, this is so perfect and such an incredible song, how could they ever make it better? And then 2 seconds later, I'm watching the live version. I get to the end of the live, and then I'm like, they made it better somehow. Like, just with their energy and their passion, and just, this is truly one of the best bands that I've ever heard. And best vocalists that I've ever heard. Best vocalist I've ever heard. Which goes without saying. Steve is incredible. Yeah, I guess that's all I had as far as thoughts on this song. Now that I've shared my thoughts with you, I would love for you to do the same thing with me and go down in the comment section below and let me know what you thought of this song, whether you like the studio or live versions better, because this is becoming one of my favorite aspects of this channel, is just getting to hear what you guys say. You guys are so sweet, and I just am so thankful to have you guys and have your guys' support. So, yeah, but also, before I get going, if you have any other Steve Perry or Journey reactions that you'd love for me to react to, then you can let me know down in the comment section. What is wrong with me? Gosh, if you have any other Journey or Steve Perry reactions, I cannot talk today, I have no clue what's going on. But if you have any other Steve Perry or Journey songs or performances that you love for me to react to, then you can let me know down in the comment section below, and I'll be sure to add those to my list and get to those when I get to those. But, yeah, I guess I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.